Another angle I could take this in is do kind of like side quest is doing, and then allude to an adventure that I'd just gotten back from. So for that one, it'd basically be, go back to Reddit, get some ideas from like the worst D&D campaigns that people find, and list credit in the credits. Yeah. Basically, you get back home, you drop your backpack, and be like, oh God, I hate humanity. Why are stupid people breeding? Just shit like that. I mean, could we just get a plague to wipe out the lower class once this year? But yeah, basically, just have him report back into the tavern, bar, whatever it's gonna be. Reach over the bar, pull out something that's got like a skull and crossbones on it, pour a shot, and then just start reviling about the misadventure and the happenings of the idiocy. I'm not all that great at writing, so I may need a writer too. But yeah, could be a whole thing. But yeah, no, a lot of this depends on if I can set up like some kind of little tent, like a canvas tent, basically. Be an interesting one to figure out how to do. Just basically have a canvas tent half down the middle, so you can have one side for perspective and the other side behind the bar and away from the bar. Probably doesn't even need to be all that big, maybe 6 foot across, so that way it's got a little space to do stuff in. But for the most part, yeah, just be trying to come up with just weird stuff and stupid adventures of people. So yeah, so far what have we come up with? We got like a princess who fell down, a noble's third son who's trying to get back in the graces of their father, but he's a complete total man whore, not in a good way, like not like, oh, I'm charismatic with the ladies. He's just really bad and has to sell his bubble. Just disturbing. Just come up with for one of them, just come up with like the most disturbing, depraved sex acts you can think of, and stuff you have to actually go look up on Urban Dictionary so you know what the hell they're talking about. He just comes in with a limp, basically. He's like, oh God, it was a hard one today, man. I'm gonna need the chair with the ring on it. And, to just go into a story of how that happened while the bartender and all the other patrons or whoever else is in the room is just mortified horribly. Then it farts and a couple of coins fall out or something, just weird shit. Just try and come up with that. But yeah, just basically have them fart and have coins hit the ground. Just be like, yeah, I had to take my pay with me in a more interesting way today. Come up with basically, go in the Urban Dictionary and come up with really nasty sex acts that'll make most people, if they look them up, you might puke a little in your mouth, and then that's what the dude's doing all that day. Yeah, basically have his girlfriend be the princess. That'd be pretty good. Two fallen lords that have fallen on such hard times, they're performing depraved sex acts for the court they used to work at. And then I go down in dungeons every so often and have the same thing. Syphilis and gonorrhea melts the monsters or some shit. Get a magical STD. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. That just got to come up with somebody with a bit of a depraved mind and a bit of free time. That was that thought. I don't know. I'll let, of course, somebody else. I come up with something else.